lot of Fate Hunters. Don't think we'll make this a humongous full-fledged series unless you enjoy it. But for now, we're gonna maybe do one for each of the different classes. So, up next will be the Arcanist. The Arcanist gets to start with a Thunder Hammer and has 2 fireballs instead of punches, which have a variable amount of damage. Experience Enlightenment Potion is nice. Just being able to get a level up quickly is nice. Let's see, what else would I want? Elemental Staff is nice, but let's get a Healing Herbs in there so that we have that for at least some form of healing, and then probably another potion. I do like the Freeze Potion. Stunning is very useful, but also just killing something is very useful. We're going to go with an Explosion Potion, except we already have that one. We're doing a Fire Potion for some AoE. And then we start. Alrighty. Let's try to... Got a very lucky attack roll there. Yes, attack, please. There we go. We rotate the Healing Potion, and level 2. Magic Missiles. This one is new. Deal 1 damage, deal X for each magic missiles in your deck. That is fun. Ancestral Vision. Restore 2 HP, shuffle, then draw 3 additional next turn. That is interesting. And this, restore 2 HP, or draw 3 cards and draw 1 fewer next turn. This is really good no matter what, so we're going to go with that. Magic Missiles definitely could make something if you continually got them, but yeah, we just used our Experience Potion. And we have another option here. Chain Lightning is a little interesting. I kind of like the Fire and Ice because you're able to stun a creature, which is really useful. But as a fallback to things which have endurance or stuff, you're able to just deal 3 damage. Alrighty. Let's take out what we can. I just realized that I would have been able to take more if I had read my Fire Potion, but I did not, and so we get to take a good chunk of damage. So this only works if we discard. We have no discards yet, so I'd be kind of adverse to grabbing it. Definitely a Torch is good. Dagger, not so certain. We have better items we can grab, and last time, because we had grabbed so many weapons cards, the Ethereal Boss kind of killed us, so little disincentive. And then let's draw 3 cards, draw 1 fewer next time, use our Explosive Potion, 1 HP, then we restore 2 HP, and we will finish. Ah yes, the great treasure chest, which can turn into mimics and eat you. Alrighty, we are going to use the second part of this, Ice, and stun it, so it will not be using anything, so there's no pressure even for us to kill it on this turn. Just get off a good amount of damage, end our turn. We're not going to use the treasure chest because we don't even need to get the items yet. We'll take that. We'll take a 1-use shield and, yeah, the treasure. Yeah, one of the nice things about things like this is you get 2 new cards into your hand. However, if we just use it when we don't need that, then we lose that sort of card advantage. Alrighty, so we currently have 3, 6, 7, 8 damage. Let's actually just stun him. Did it actually give us a chance? Oh, it's all random now. Did not notice that. In that case, let's just finish off the zombie and hit him once, because he is stunned. We will do that. We'll use our leveling up. Arcane Blade, deal 2 damage. If we played a weapon, it deals 5 instead. So that kind of incentivizes us to have some sort of, yeah, like the Thunder Hammers, the Ancient Sword works for it. Fortunately, nothing else, so it's not exactly the best. Earthquake, just good AoE spell. Area of effect, hitting everything. Choose a creature and deal 4 damage to adjacent ones. So this is like, does not work against single target. I think we're going to go with Earthquake because we're kind of weak on dealing with lots of damage. I do not want to take damage from this, so just going to draw. And next round, we are going to go hard. Hard is not what killed us. Taking a bunch of weapons and then getting the ethereal boss definitely killed us. That is the mimic. Okay, let's try to take out that so we don't stuff, and we'll weaken him. We had 1 fewer card because of the nature spirit we had used. That card, as well as the creature we just killed, causes us to discard each time. We'll use that there. Buckler to shield up. Ooh, nice fight. Take another one of these. I think I like this if we're going for a smaller deck, because it can be a draw card, but we can't take many of them. Again, I don't really like the idea of the throwing daggers. It really would require those amulets to be much good. We'll use that here. We will lose our shield because of the earthquake. Let's Nature Spirit to draw. Healing herbs. Fireball. That was a nice damage roll. Now, do I want to get some damage off, or I think we want to prevent that. Totally good. And here's where we get a heroic skill. We actually leveled up before defeating the boss to our heroics skill because of the enlightenment potions. Runesmith. Draw 2 random weapon cards, or upgrade a random. That is okay, but since we are the Arcanist, we mainly have skills. Don't really want that. I think we want a good healing method. Gonna torch to lower his attack. Deal 3 damage. I don't want to hit it with the sword because it's too little damage. Alrighty, we're going to heal. Going to fireball, and let's reduce his attack. I really want to hit him for just 1 damage because we have enough healing with, for instance, the resurrection, that we should not do that if we can. And there we go. Ritual Dagger. Deal 1 damage, restore 1 HP. Since that's a weapon and there are definitely things, I want to do that. Ooh, Bane of the Meek. They have changed this, but it is a fun card. Deal 1 damage to all creatures. It's not discarded, but we have to discard it to actually apply its effect. Ooh, that is actually tempting. I can't do it. We don't have the, I don't think we have the, discard synergies available to make that actually effective. Plus, we did just get the, Earthquake, which is full AoE. Okay, so we have 5 fate points. I think we want to get a heroic skill card because that's really good. That would be a very bold move. Just turn all of our skills into stuff. Honestly, none of these are really good because I do not want to do no more magic. Blade Master, we do not have swords. We'll get another healing spell, and let's also see about exiling some things. Let's get rid of the punches because they are extremely weak, and if we aren't drawing into them, we're drawing into better items. We will go forth. Hopefully we can maybe get to a victory this time, or something like that. Let's fireball. Great. We'll restore to full, take a little bit of damage from the oozes. So, resurrect. Healing potions are always good, but we are having almost a few too many of them. When this dies, we get a curse card. When this dies, lose 1 health. Not terrible. Let's see. Lowest damage possible. First, let's try to... Dang it, I was hoping to stun the Dark Knight. In that case, let's try to draw. Well, we can at least remove the shield, and we'll take a little bit of damage, but not much. Let's use one of our healing potions, and we would have had just enough to kill the Dark Knight. So sad. Alrighty. We will want to resurrect. We got our Thunder Hammer back into it. We'll take another treasure chest. Ancestral Vision. Truly overpowered. Restore 2 HP and shuffle back into draw pile. Ah yes, we did see this one before. Or if you've played 5 or fewer so far, we can draw many next turn. This is another interesting one which goes with various weapon stuff. I want to go with Ancestral Vision. Gives us options for healing, but more importantly for making another turn very, very good. One nice thing about treasures is it gives you easy discard options, like, wonder what I'm gonna do. Probably just a useless item. We'll use this to heal, because we are gonna be able to take him out. Yes, let's take some treasure and a freeze potion. Let's go to a mystery room. Maybe we'll get a shopkeeper or something. Nope, we got a blacksmith. This lets us upgrade weapons. Let's say we're going to give you this, and now we can upgrade one of these. This makes it so that we can deal 1 more damage. This restores 1 more HP. The treasure sword increases the top end of its damage. I want to upgrade the bow. And let's do it 1 more time, and it will allow us to draw 2 cards. I'm pretty certain that's the max we can upgrade it to, and we'll hold on to the others for now. Let's discard the healing herbs. Start with an earthquake, ritual dagger, and we'll draw more next turn. Unfortunately, we're just 1 short killing him, so he will regenerate. And now we have lots and lots of cards. Resurrection. Very easy fight. Ancient swords are one of my preferred treasures, as you can at least use them, though they give you a very low treasure value. Let's take out that, and we're going to draw more next turn. We actually have kind of more healing than we really actually need. So we'll do that. We'll do 1 there. Let's do that, and throwing dagger. Again, don't want to get too large and all. Deal 4 damage to a random creature, or deal 1 damage 4 times to random creatures. Kind of leaning towards that so that we have just a higher damage. But Fire and Ice does nearly the same thing, except its secondary is to stun and draw, which is very nice. Let's go to a hard room. don't have much treasure anyways. Need to take out the armored beast first. Let's just stun them. We don't have to take that huge amount of damage. Oh, punished. Very much punished. I was hoping to roll anything but a 1 damage on that. Okay. That. Draw 2 cards. Earthquake. Let's actually stun because I want to see if we can... Let's just finish it. Just gonna see if we can that thing. Let's grab that. Ooh, I like this. And we have plenty of potions. So it will just stay in our hand, and when we need it, we can grab out 2 potions. Ah, the hag again. Let's start by removing your shield. And we actually don't have much more to do, but we will do that. Now the ethereal is much less effective against us because we mainly have skills. However, she does do a lot of damage, and that is rather rough against us. And we will heal up to full. Fortunately, now both of our resurrections are sitting in there. Okay, we will use a loot bag. Energy potion. Perfect. Fortunately, bow only deals 1 damage, but it still draws cards for us. This can actually stun the boss because they do not have endurance. We're going to use the first half to just draw, and now our discard pile is shuffled back in. And let's also stun them because no need to take a ton of damage. Fireball. Fire. Went up to 5 damage a time. However, we're pretty good at this point. And there we go. Second boss down. Grab that and that. Not seen some of these before. I have seen this, but it requires discarding. We'll grab that potion. This is an interesting healing spell, but we have better ones available. Swap attack and health. That sounds interesting. Let's do that. Necronomicon is a very interesting and dangerous item. You can only play 1 at a time. You get to draw 3 and also give a undead creature, so like a zombie or something. However, often if your deck is good and small, you can easily kill off some sort of whatever you would have created with what you drawed. Okay, I think we're going to choose Fate to show off some of the different passives we can get. Hermit makes we get a Hermit card, which draws 2 random cards from discard. However, it means that we can't have duplicates. Wheel of Fortune, crit chance up, so like daggers and stuff is really good. Oh, but it also is for random stuff, so like the Earthquake and our Fireballs are super good with this, and other ones. This is really good with discarding, especially for treasure. But we're going to go with Wheel of Fortune because that really helps us. What kind of cards would I maybe want to take out with a banishment? Honestly, nothing. We're just going to stash back our treasure cards. So that will go to our permanent amount. And yeah, normally you would have to leave to save the money or actually win. But in this case, we just sent it back. Start with Life Potion. And let's go with Frost Blast. Stunning is really, really nice. We got a belt, which allows us to look at top two, grab one. We're going to go with Fireball, because we know that it will roll 5 damage. Now, what do we want to do? We know that the we could just Necronomicon and hope to do better. Ooh, see, that's the hard part. Making something very, very strong. In that case, we're also going to use Nature Spirit to draw. Max damage fireballs. Very nice. Going to deal 3 damage to a random creature. Set that, and then we do the same thing again. See, we're able to handle it, but unfortunately, we did get a Plague card from that Golem we had, which will require us to permanently remove one of our cards. However, basically that's honestly sort of a good thing. You can get rid of something which is not really that nice. I think we want to take out... Oh wait, that guy doesn't. Never mind. Such things do not apply. That, Earthquake. Can't remember if we played 5 or fewer. I'd assume we have. Yes, we did. Hopefully it just doesn't show the option if we have already surpassed it. I don't want to lose HP. We did not need to stun it. Random stuff. I don't want to do heavy axes because we don't want to make a huge deck. Rapier is a maybe because being able to draw more cards is always very nice, but we already have lots of things for that, so I'm not too sold for it. That is some very interesting modern art. It's of the various bosses, like the Cauldron, the Reaper. Okay, what are we going to do? Ooh, this is the large ooze, which summons lots of small ones when it dies. We're going to start off with Earthquake, take out the Goblin. Experience potion. We might want to use a Plague if we can to like burn out the belt that we got because it's amazing. Let's just stun one of them. I mean, it just replaces itself with another one on top. We could have just gotten whatever is the card, and since we have Nature Spirit, which cares about the number of cards we play, let's do that. Take a good chunk of damage there. Alrighty, let's see. Thunderhammer. We will stun it, and we're going to take it down low, but I really want to try to have Earthquake in hand so that we can take out all of the little oozes that we grab with it, which we do not have here, so we're just going to end turn again. I forgot that. If you stall fights purposefully, the game will summon things to add to you. This died, and we got lots of things. But we have Earthquake to take them home. Deal 3 to one of them. Other. Curse Sword. 6 damage, so one of the highest things. However, we get a curse into it. Let's... I don't know if we really want this. We don't have any wounds or any way to get to them. Curse Sword can actually get really good if you get the blacksmith to upgrade it to a ridiculous amount of damage. But I really like what we have going with the deck at the moment. We're going to the Mystery Room. 2 Wraiths and a Guardian. Okay, let's use a curse, get that out there. Earthquake to start. Fireball, level 9. Ancient Knowledge, draw 3 cards, but can't draw more. Or we get a random Arcanist skill. I want to do that. The draw is very good. Just getting a random skill can also work out well. Let's draw. That. You can still choose that option, so you do have to keep track of the number of cards which you have used. We're not going to use Necronomicon because there is no need to potentially get us into some tricky monster situation. We will take a Buckler. Getting a shield for next damage is always nice. They added a Beholder? They did not have this before. That needs to die really fast or it gets out of hand. I do not like this. Causes you to exile something from your hand. You do not want anything good left in it when it dies. Oh, they have a creature with taunt? That's terrible with the Beholder. I mean, great for them, terrible for me. Okay. Has to be Necronomicon, I think. Except we did not get a very good set here. No, not at all. Unsuppose. Gosh. 4, 7, 9, 13. Literally anything we do, because this is random, if it doesn't take out one of these, is actually worse for us. But we're gonna go for the stun. 8, 12 damage. Okay, we're gonna just end there and try to actually do a whole lot. Okay, start with Earthquake to take out the Beholder. So now they don't get the ridiculous stuff. We will want to stun one of these. Unfortunately, they have the same amount. Actually, okay, we've stunned that one, so we'll now stun this one. Perfect. Heal, and we will kill off the Wisp, and that will burn out the spell, which is sad, but it's better than the alternatives, really. Frost Blast, stun him again, deal some damage, end turn because I want to Necronomicon into something terrible. Healing Potion, because we don't really need that. Diamond is good. Let's go to a mystery room. This time it just isn't an encounter. We will start off with our Earthquake, removing the shield. Oh gosh, that would be awful to reverse that. Actually, we should have used that and killed the guy because he would have only had 2 health then. Need to think. Draw 2. Don't really want to burn any of these, so that's where Plague is really hard. Let's Ancient Knowledge to grab a skill. Ooh, Earthquake. 3. We'll stun, and we will also heal 2. This does not let us play because we don't have a valid target to exile. I guess we just keep it there until we maybe randomly get something that would be not fun. Now I would like some sort of just high damage, free targeting stuff. Or like the fireballs. Pot of Greed? I thought this was banned. No, kidding. Treasure, draw a card, then 1 additional for each treasure, and we cannot draw more for the turn. Let's do that. A lot of our cards which draw anyways have alternatives. In fact, let's grab the Cursed Sword so that we have a way of dealing straight damage to something we want. Oh gosh, another Beholder. We will take that out as fast as we can. Earthquake to take out all the We're going to Ancient Knowledge, but draw. And we are actually, as I said before, we switch. Now it tells us what. Okay. Ooh, let's get the Potion Belt and an Explosion Potion. Yeah, it's not the Healing Salve. We aren't adding wounds and do not want to. Ooh, we're level 10, so we have another thing. We can choose an adventure, which is fun. Armed and Dangerous, we don't want to do because lots of items. Deal 3 damage. If it's a boss, deal 5 additional. I really want to do the adventure because it gives you many different options, which are funny. But Goblin Slayer is kind of just what we wanted, with being able to specifically target things and take them down. And I think we're really as many as we really want to be. Let's get rid of the sword. Start with that, and we'll just finish him off. Let's grab a torch. We don't want 2 potion belts. And let's try to draw into a healing thing. Oh, we just ran into the Arcanist knowledge thing. Okay, let's go to a normal room. Discard a card whenever you take whenever we hit him. It's actually sort of tricky. Let's draw some extra. We're actually going to remove the healing. No. Discard that. I'm just going to heal up, and honestly can't remember how many cards I played and really need to. Apparently more than 5. Start with that. Discard with diamond. Let's stun him. Deal some damage. Discard the loot bag, and next turn we will get him. We are at full health. Longsword, don't want. We already have one thing which reduces our draw. This guy is fun, and this is where Earthquake is super good. Whenever you hit him, he spawns 2 illusions. You can't stun him, and the illusions immediately disappear after taking any damage. So you want to hit him with big things first, and then when you're trying to find the real one, you typically go for small hits. I'm gonna go for a random hit. Okay, so that's just an illusion. In that case, let's just hit that to get rid of it. And the problem is, if you get lots of copies, they deal lots of damage. We do not have the Earthquake yet. Okay, that's super sad. Yeah. Endurance, they cannot reduce their attack, so the torch does not do anything for us. Let's use the Necronomicon. Okay, we did get what we wanted. So we pretty much hit them all, and now he's at level or 20 health. Let's go there. That's just fake. Explosion. Ah, darn it. And let's do that. Ooh, Frost Blast is also good. It can't stun him, but it can still deal damage to the adjacent. Cannot draw more. So that was the real one. Earthquake takes out the illusions, except it does spawn more. Fire and Ice, just... Okay. So he's one of those 2. That is a very good turn. The draw is very important. Okay, we're gonna Fireball. Dang it. That was... The weird thing is, I don't know if that was an illusion or actually the real one, because the Giant Slayer was enough to kill it. But I guess we'll find out when we're hitting them this time. Yeah, let's start with Thunder Hammer. And... nope. Ah, that's the real one. And we take him out with a fireball. Good old one. Let's grab treasures. And let's grab another potion. Teleport scroll is interesting, but I don't plan on really running, so. Fortune teller. Let's see if we can get another super good passive. Honestly, let's do this. Just in case we are terrible, we can keep some of our gold. In fact, let's also send back the treasure because the only thing that we really cared about was bottom 3. And that way our deck is once again smaller and very efficient. We can have up to 5 of these passives here. Let's actually start with stunning one of them. And here's where we take out the other one. Ancestral Vision. So next turn, lots of cards. Lots of cards. Nope, do not need that discard. Shapeshifter transforms into a random creature. That's interesting. I want to try to take out the Orc Warrior since we know what that basically does. Doing the torch is rather meaningless. Okay, and it does get full HP from it, so. Ah, but it does not retain the Shapeshifter, it would seem. It is silly. This is a weapon, so it would deal reduced damage, as you see. So we'll do it like that. First sword is good, but not in that situation. Only increases by 10%. Nah, we won't do that. If a dagger was also a variable cost, maybe. Summons goblins. Huh. It's Earthquake. It's that. Arcan and Necronomicon, because hit that. Fireball for 5 damage. That is such a fun ability. We will Giant Slayer. We will stun you. And Torch is not really worth it here. There's some situations where it's really nice. Start with Earthquake. Thunder. That now the Primal Totem does not have any attack. You can still summon things. This is interesting, but since it doesn't give us a bonus... Actually, we want to do this because there are a number of cards we have which prevent drawing more cards, but some also reduce the cards we draw the following turn, so that will end up helping us. That, or we can just boost our experience. Okay, Earthquake, use the bow, hit one of them, hit... There we got it. Don't need another potion belt. Let's go to the mystery room. Mercenary and a Vengeful Spirit. It's ethereal, so we really have no skill on it. Discarded our potion belt. That's okay. We are going to use our cursed sword here. Oh, because we attacked the mercenary. I was like, why is it giving me a choice here? Again, interesting, but you have to discard. Actually, for Bane of the Meek, we might have been able to... I think it was just saying enchanted in that you can use it by discarding it or by playing it to make it work better with things. Or just misread that. Okay, let's get rid of these shops. Let's gain intellect to draw another next turn, and I don't think stun prevents the summoning, but let's find out. It does not. We'll take out that. We're gonna draw 3. Fortunately, this cannot now draw, but we can just use the Cursed Sword to take that out. Gives that guy some extra damage. And let's... I can't remember again how many I played. Probably more than 5. Yeah. Figures. And just take it out. This is a interesting healing. We will take the treasure. We already have one of these and plenty of draw, so I don't really want another, especially since it has a severe downside. I don't really want to get over 30 cards. And Dagger Bandolier doesn't really help us too much, so we're gonna pass on those. Ooh, Blacksmith. Are there any weapons that I actually want to upgrade? Actually, kind of a Cursed Sword would be fun. Oh, wait, the bow can go up to 6 damage? Sign me up for that. But that's the highest it can go. Cursed Sword goes up to 7 damage. This would restore 2 HP. Let's get the Cursed Sword to be better. These beholders are awful things. Let's get rid of Arcane Intellect. Gonna start by dealing an awesome amount of damage. Huge AoE. Giant Slayer. Got the right one. Torch will save us at least a little, so let's do that. That Frost Blast, killing the Guardian. And don't need to do anything else. No need to add a curse, so we'll just... Come on. I just need, like... Hope that doesn't summon more things, but at least apparently it did. I might have been able to kill it last turn with drawing, but I didn't really want to sword, take that out. Fire, fire. And another. Take an ancient sword, skip that. Maybe we'll get the extra draw. And we should be heading to our next boss soon. Frost Blast, and let's just restore health. And we'll certainly be able to take it out. Let's draw one more next turn, which will help us for a next fight, and just take him out. Healing Potion, why not? Helps our potion belt retain effectiveness. Let's obviously discard the curse. Okay, want to take out the Beholder. Flame Arrow, 3 damage. If you have a legendary weapon, it's 7 instead. Ooh. Chain Lightning, 6 to a random, possibly 3 to yourself. Yeah, let's live life on the edge. It will definitely kill us, now that I have said that. Let's draw 3. Take out that. Stun you. Giant Slayer to finish that off. Heal. Draw 3. And that's it. Alrighty, we have the skills in hand necessary to do this. Let's draw another next turn and take it out. Definitely want that. Hard. We don't have much treasure on hand. Corrupted Ent. Take 1 damage whenever you play something. And losing our treasure is not the worst thing to happen. We're going to take up a Corrupted Ent in 1 hit from that Cursed Sword. Earthquake time. Earthquake time. I just was like, there are lots of targets and lots of things to hit. Oh, so this is a boss. Whenever it takes damage, it summons a small ooze, which is 1 damage to health. And it has a whole lot of health. Let's get that curse out now. That's our second card. Third. Fourth. And then we will draw. We'll take some damage, but with the extra draw we're getting, very good. Okay. Oh no, we've gone over the... That is... Okay, let's grab out one of these. We're still over the limit for our bow to be really good. However, it still does 6 damage, so we're going to hit. Let's draw 3. And we're actually going to hit this a bunch so that when the chain lightning goes off, it has lots of possible targets. Ooh, it just hit that again. That's actually really pretty good. Let's go with that. We're going to Necronomicon. There are no more spots for something to go, so there are no downsides. It's amazing. See, also it's really likely for the chain lightning not to hit us because of that. Fortunately, this is a random hit. Oh yes! So lucky. Never unlucky, ever. Frost Blast that. Draw 3. No more drawing available. Shuffle that. Draw 1 more next turn. I don't really want to put a curse in. Sadly, we lose the resurrections there. But heal us up a little. Let's draw another. Okay, we don't. But oh, that was amazing. Let's see if this will actually work. Or how it will work. Alrighty. Let's go with a heroic skill. Ooh. Let's do that. Really effective against most things, even bosses which summon things it's good against. And banish. I want to get rid of one of the curses, just because. Actually, our potion belt has like no options now, so let's get rid of that, and also take out the curse, just so we don't have to lose the health. And onwards. This is getting pretty long, but we'll see how far we can actually get. Nope, we can't. It can also have this discard. I don't want to do that though. Though it is somewhat, the Bane of the Meek is somewhat worse than Earthquake when we have the max damage on it. Okay, First Sword, take that out. Fire. Roguelike. Enter. Draw. Heal 2. Draw 3. Resurrect. Like some sort of blue control deck in Magic. Let's get another card in here since we're actually close to 30 for Runic Ring. It will at least give us another healing option. Magic Ring. 1 use. Weapon card can be transformed into a magic sword. Stun a non-boss creature. Ooh. I like that. We have a number of stun things with the Frost Blast and our Fire and Ice, and that just is a kill. Obviously we'll discard Curse. Actually, we want to play things besides the Earthquake first, or we will lose it to the discard off of the Vengeful Spirits. So we're going to do that. And just like that, we don't have to discard anything. Next level plays. Thunderhammer. And just finish him. Treasure chest. Honestly, I wonder what would happen if we just try to use it now. If it would try to shove us into a battle again. Ooh, exchange treasures for items. Let's get a freeze potion. I don't like the random selections. I believe if you give a higher treasure option, you get better choices, but, well. Let's see. Okay, so when we take out these, we really want to make it so that we don't have any cards left in hand, which are good. Take out the top Let's draw 3. No more draws. Stun that. Draw an extra card next turn. And okay. When you kill these, we either want cards which we don't care about at all, or so we can just sort of waste them like that. Unfortunately, wait, what? No, I'm an idiot. I thought that that was ethereal and would only deal 1 damage. No, we just lost our fireball. 5, no downside damage. Gone. Just because I'm also unintelligent there because we could have lost our Frost Blast. Ooh, I like that. Because we are exclusively skills. Junk Men. I think we might have to... We can take him out with the absolute 0. Ah! Wait, what? I feel like that was supposed to give us something. Very interesting. Earthquake, Bane of the Beast. That guy does not attack this turn. Fortunately, he summons plenty of zombies, which is very, very rude. Take that out so that we can deal with more zombies. We'll stun one of them. Take out that one, and that's pretty good. Righty. Last fireball. So sad. Draw 3. Let's finish him off. Except we drew horribly, so we do not. Wow. Okay, game. I see how it is. Necronomicon time then. Let's have them all fight us. Bane of the Meek. Let's look at that. Stun that, deal damage, that way we can kill anyone with this. Take out that. Draw one next turn. Truly tragic. Earthquake. You know what? Chain lightning. And we hit ourselves. Brilliant, John. Brilliant plays. And there we have it. Yes, we will take a treasure chest, even if it might be a mimic. Ooh, spider. Toxic. That is terrible. That is what we need, like, to expunge from our deck as fast as possible. We are not guaranteed to kill this. Stun as many of them as possible and draw extra cards next turn. And let's just use the fire. Loot bag, always fun. And if we had 2 fireballs, but 1 to 3 damage to 2 random creatures? Yes, because that's just 3 damage. Twice. Let's get rid of Ritual Dagger. Let's stun you. Earthquake. Draw a bunch. Haha! Absolute 0. Don't want weapons. Mystery room. I was hoping that would remind me how many levels they have. Ooh. Let's upgrade our Cursed Sword to 8 damage. And then to 9 damage. Just because that is awesome. We have very little gold on us now. Ooh, Shadow Cancel. This is a boss. Enhance other shadows when they die. I don't know what these do, really. So, it does not look like they change when they're being damaged. It just is when they die, they help each other a lot. So with that in mind, there's a balance of trying to get them all down low so that they don't become stronger all at once. But also they are 3 separate attacks happening, so we'll draw. Let's silence and stun you. Draw 3. Draw another 3. Aw, crap. Toxin just ended our turn. And almost has us dead. Unless we draw, like, some good health points. Cannot do that unless we want to risk dying. Let's see what killing 1 does. It makes it stronger. Perfect. Yeah. We killed ourselves by drawing and forgetting about the toxin. Oh, no. We're so close. So close. I think that was the last one before we would have gone to fight the Master. But we were very close until we forgot about Toxin. Very sad card. But thank you for watching. Next time we can do another character and see how far we get.